The sun dipped low over the village of Amankani, painting the thatched rooftops in golden hues. Nestled in a valley surrounded by rolling hills and dense forests, Amankani thrived on simplicity and connection to nature. Children ran barefoot through the dusty lanes, their laughter mingling with the chatter of women pounding yams in clay mortars. Life here was predictable, save for the tales of fate that whispered through the winds. In this village lived Adora, a young woman of 20 summers. Her life had been anything but easy. Orphaned as a child during a raid that took her parents, she grew up under the care of her stern aunt, Mama Uju, who often reminded her of the burden she carried. Despite the hardships, Adora was known for her kind heart and resourcefulness. She spent her days weaving mats and gathering herbs, her eyes always scanning the horizon, as if searching for something she couldn't name. That evening, as the village prepared for the moonlit dance by the central fire, Adora ventured into the forest with a woven basket in hand. She needed herbs for a remedy, but she would return with more than she bargained for. Deep in the woods, the air was cool and filled with the earthy scent of moss. Adora's fingers brushed against a patch of leaves when she heard a faint groan. She froze. Her eyes darted around until they landed on a figure sprawled by the riverbank. The man was unconscious, his clothes tattered and blood staining his side. His face was obscured by dirt and tangled hair. Fear clutched at Adora's heart, but something deeper, a sense of duty, overpowered it. She knelt beside him and pressed her fingers to his neck. His pulse was weak but steady. "What happened to you?" she murmured, though she knew he couldn't answer. Adora used her scarf to staunch the bleeding and fetch water from the river to clean his wounds. Her hands moved with practiced ease, honed by years of tending to her aunt's ailments. The journey back to the village was arduous. Adora supported the stranger as best she could, hiding him in a small hut near the outskirts. It had once belonged to an old healer and was now overrun with vines, but would suffice. "You'll be safe here," she whispered, more to herself than to him. Over the next few days, Adora nursed the stranger back to health. He awoke one morning with a start, his dark eyes wide with confusion. "Where am I?" he rasped. "You're safe," Adora assured him. "I found you in the forest." "Who are you?" He frowned, pressing a hand to his head. "I don't know," he admitted. "I can't remember." Adora's heart ached for him. She decided to call him Obina, meaning father's heart, hoping the name would comfort him. As the days turned to weeks, Obina's strength returned. He helped Adora with her daily tasks, carrying firewood and weaving mats. His skill with tools suggested a life of craftsmanship. Though his memories remained elusive, their bond grew stronger with each shared meal and quiet conversation. Adora found herself confiding in him about her past, the pain of losing her parents, and the loneliness that lingered despite the bustling village. "You're braver than you know," Obina told her one evening, his voice warm with admiration. "You saved me." Rumors began to spread in the village about a stranger hiding near the outskirts. Mama Uju confronted Adora one morning. "Is it true you brought a man into the village?" her aunt demanded. "Do you want to bring a curse upon us?" Adora held her ground. "He's done nothing wrong. He needs help." The villagers' suspicions grew, and Adora's once quiet life became a target of gossip. Yet she refused to abandon Obina. One day, as they sat by the riverbank, he noticed a bracelet on her wrist. It was a simple beaded trinket, worn and faded with time. "Where did you get that?" he asked, his voice laced with urgency. "It was my mother's," Adora replied. "It's all I have left of her." Obina's hands trembled as he pulled a similar bracelet from his pocket. I remember this. My sister had one just like it. She wore it the last time I saw her." Adora's breath caught. Could it be possible? Determined to uncover the truth, Adora and Obina sought out the village elder, Papa Okachukwu. The old man's eyes widened as he examined the bracelets. "These were made by your mother," he said, his voice heavy with emotion. "I remember the day she crafted them, one for her son and one for her daughter." Obina's memories began to return in fragments. He recalled the raid that tore their family apart, his desperate escape, and the years he spent wandering from village to village, searching for home. "You are my sister," he whispered, tears streaming down his face. "Adora, I found you." Their embrace was one of both joy and sorrow, a reunion tempered by the pain of lost time. The news of their reunion spread through Amankani, silencing the whispers of judgment. The villagers rallied around Adora and Obinna, moved by their story. Even Mama Uju softened, her stern demeanor giving way to a rare smile. "You've brought honor to our family," she admitted. With their bond restored, Adora and Obinna worked to heal the wounds of their past. Obinna's skills as a craftsman earned him a place in the village, and Adaora's kindness became a source of inspiration. In the quiet of the evening, as the villagers gathered by the fire, Adora shared her story. "Kindness is a seed," she said. "Plant it, and it will grow in ways you cannot imagine. Sometimes it leads you to family. Sometimes it brings peace, but it always bears fruit." The village of Amankani was never the same. Adora and Obinna's story became a tale passed down through generations, a reminder that even in the darkest moments, love and compassion could light the way home.